about Ballyduff? How old is Shine of it? He's 33, yeah. I was thinking. No, there was only a team in on 83 when you played against Kilosity. They had the man in the match in the county. He was a footballer of the year that year. Oh, he did, yeah. He did. But I suppose in fairness to fellas over in the county, you should have been putting more pressure on him today. Very well done. The only change in Western final is when the tackle is up. Shouldn't be bad leg, shouldn't be bad knee. See Cockman. I don't need that team colour on that team. Well, you had the team, it was. In 71, in 17, 81, 73, and 81. You were on the 75 and maybe Hubbard.
The 79 junior Hubbard. The 79 junior Hubbard. You can make that to be split up.
Oh, that's right, yeah. 1 minus with Tallow.
We won 3 with Tallow.
In the late 60s, yeah, that's right.
60.
Well, did you play in one of them senior Holland finals in 77? You did against Hill. You won the Holland tournament in 77. That's right, against the oh, my captain of that. Oh, that's right. But have a good show against Midland.
Oh, my own friend. The only man I was ever.
You're right, so, Gene.
We played with John then.
Oh, no. Oh, Gene. Hey, Declan. Declan. Could you recoup that for us there?
And the gates are locked.
Ah. Could you get out?
Dave Barry.
Hey, Dave. All right, Paddy, I have one. I'll have Paddy, thanks. No, I have that's a book, that's a different thing. Thanks, Paddy. The 1997 Juno Football County Final between the champions of the West, Ballyduff Upper, and the men from the East, Ferrybank. Today, Ballyduff are bidding to win the Juno Football Championship for the 4th time, and Ferrybank are bidding to win it for the 2nd time. The far field looks in good condition here, considering all the rain that's falling over the past number of weeks. And the sun is shining brightly here. The two teams are down on the field there. We're getting the referee, Tomas Maher, It gives us a chance to give you the lineouts of the two teams. First of all, Ballyduff showing one change from the Western final win over Kilrossenty. Kevin Barry is right full forward in place of Brendan Cotter. Kevin McNamara is the goalie. The full back line, Kenneth Geary, Mick Dersan and Donny Hannon. The half back line, Pat Malumpy, Tom Feeney and Jeff Feeney. Midfield, Mick Malumpy, the captain, and his partner, Paddy Prendergast. The half forward line on the right, John Toomey in the middle, Jim O'Neill, and on the left, Tom Mulcahy. Tom Malumpy. Full forwards, Kevin Barry, Tony Scanlon and Brendan Hannon. Ferrybank. In goal, John Cummins. The full back line, Brian Ryan, John Heffernan, Padraig Fell. The half-backs, Philip Griffin, John Burns, Leo Howard. Midfield, Oisin Brennan and Paul Sharkey, who's a Lout man, indeed plays junior hurling for Lout. The half-forward line on the right, Nicky Heffernan, a brother of the full-back John. In the centre, the very experienced Shane Ahern, Footballer of the Year in 1983, a man who has played in County Waterford senior football finals. Played, in fact, in 83 against Kilrossenty in the senior football final. On the left is Paul Sutton. The full-forward line, top of the right, Padraig Hayden, full forward, Ricky Hayden, and top of the left, Alan Martin. And coincidentally enough, there's an Alan Martin, a sub on the Ballyduff upper team. With me here is a great servant of the Ballyduff team, down through the years, Gene Geary, who has served the club, well over the years. Right now we're going to have the Haran Navean. We didn't have any music, but Tomas Maher is going to throw in the ball. Gene Geary. Gene, what's your thoughts on this game just before the throw-in?
Hoping for a Ballyduff win here, John. The whistle is to blow on, the game is on, and Ballyduff are off to a good start. Paddy Prendergast.
Right. Pat Malumpy clears the ball in. The right full forward in there, Kevin Barry. And this is the danger man for Ballyduff. John Toomey, the man with the good left foot. John Toomey, still John Toomey. Can he swing it over the bar from there? That looks a great kick. John Toomey, that's a great score, Gene.
That's a great score, John. A great score with John Toomey. Seems to be a fine footballer. Great left leg.
John Toomey has tormented the defenders in the West throughout the year. And Kilrossenty and Ballyduff have had 4 great games over the past 12 months. In last year's championship in Cappoquin and this year's Western final here, and in 2 league games. And John Toomey has starred in all 4. The ball coming out towards Mick Malumpy. Mike Malumpy got his fist to it. Jim O'Neill along the ground, but there is Paul Sharkey for Ferrybank. He surely went out over the line. He did, but the ball didn't. And Ferrybank cleared it. Comes towards Shane Ahern, the very experienced Shane Ahern. Foul there by Jeff Feeney right in front of us. Tom Feeney penalised there by Tomas Maher, and the ball brought forward. Right half back, Philip Griffin. This man had a great game in the Eastern final against St. Mulligan's a few weeks back. He kicks it from the hand. The ball cleared out by Donny Hannon. Paddy Prendergast lets it slip. Comes to Sharkey, gets it in. The ball played back out here in front of us. Philip Griffin was fouled there. Philip Griffin fouled there on a free to Ferrybank to be taken by John Burns. I understand from reports in the Eastern final that their half-back line played very well, and they'll have to play equally as well today after to hold a very dangerous Ballyduff half-forward line. Burns kicks it. Oh, it's a high dropping ball in towards the goal. Comes to the right half forward there. Nicky Heffernan kicks it in. Ken Geary lets it slip. In fact, it's Pat Malumpy. It comes to Mike Malumpy. Mike Malumpy out to Geoff Feeney. Geoff Feeney gets it to Jim O'Neill. Jim O'Neill into Brendan Hannon. Brendan has it. Plays it across to Kevin Barry. The right full back there for Brian Ryan gets it away. Only comes as far as Kevin Barry. Kevin Barry was fouled there by Brian Ryan, and it's a free in about 65 metres out from the Ferrybank goal, to be taken by Pat Malumpy. Pat is another young man who has played has had a great year playing at right half back for Ballyduff. Paddy Pendergast to Pat Malumpy. Foul and a free over on the far side. Is John Toomey going to take it? He's not, no. Is he? He is, yeah. I was thinking an ideal position for a left-footed kick-up. He'll be back to John Toomey with the left foot. Toomey swings it. Great score. John Toomey, 5 minutes gone. Ballyduff 2 points. Ferrybank, no score. What do you think of this guy Toomey, Gene?
Very good footballer. Very good leg and a good burst of speed.
Very good, and we know that in Kilrosny because he's played havoc with us in 4 games over the last 12 months. Dennis Walsh, the former great Cork player, pushing the back there, and a free to Ballyduff in the middle of the field. Paddy Pendergast. Paddy, a man who has served Ballyduff so long and so well, kicks it with the right boot. Comes to Brendan Hannon. This is a nippy little player. This guy, if he can get it to Toomey. Toomey with the left foot swings it in, but this time it just goes to the left and it goes wide. John Toomey has started really well in this one. 2 points in the first 5 minutes and 2 very good efforts. Ballyduff, as I said earlier on today, bidding for their 4th junior football title under the name of McCollop. They won it in 1915 and 1917 and was successful in 1953. In fact, that was the year that they won the junior double as the ball comes out into the middle. Fisted there by Paddy Pendergast. John Burns, the Ferrybank centre back. Fouled, quick free to the right half forward, Nicky Heffernan. Geoff Feeney does well, got a fist in there, but still it's Heffernan getting it in towards the left full forward in there. Alan Martin, but it's Paddy Pendergast. Paddy has started really well in this final. Jim O'Neill, the Corkman, right footed, plays it into John Toomey. Toomey has acres of space. He's going through. This surely be a score. He's going to go too far. He lost control, and the Ferrybank defender kicks it out over the end line. Maybe John Toomey could have shot a bit sooner there, Gene.
Yes, and maybe he should have passed to Brendan Hannon, but it's still a good effort.
The pressure is on Ferrybank. I had a feeling with the past number of years, the past 3 or 4 years especially, that the junior football in the West was way stronger than the East. Ferrybank, one of the most unlikely sides to come out of the East. I noticed that all the local papers and the papers in the east of the county were tipping Ferrybank for this one. But then maybe the guys that wrote that haven't seen Ballyduff play over the last 12 months. The full forward, Tony Scanlon. This is a man with a good right leg. He could put this one between the posts and make it 3-0. No, it's a high one. Well held. And over the bar. A great score there, Gene.
A very good score from Kevin Barry. Well held, well taken score.
The selector's faith in young Barry over Brendan Cotters has paid off, and maybe Brendan was injured, I don't know, but Kevin Barry, I think he's a young guy. I think I saw him playing under 21 this year for Ballyduff. That was a good score there. Ballyduff 3 points, Ferrybank no score. Paul Sharkey, John Burns, the Ferrybank centre back, up along this side, but coming out, Donny Hannon. A foul there by Jeff Feeney on the right half forward. Nicky Heffernan, and a free to Ferrybank to be taken by Nicky Heffernan. Goes back to the centre back, Burns. Kicks it in towards the left full forward. Back there is John Toomey. John Toomey back defending. Left footed drive, but kicks it straight out. A very bad clearance, straight out to the number 17. And there's Paddy Pendergast. And Paddy Pendergast makes good use of the ball. It's Jim O'Neill. Jim O'Neill playing it into the full forward. Tony Scanlon. The ball goes to... Can young Barry get in there? The cornerback does well. And it's a free out. Patrick fell done well in there. Number 17, Cal Phelan, has started at left full forward, I think. Alan Martin is the guy who's not playing. Paddy Pendergast, or not Paddy Pendergast, Mike Mallumpy. Centre forward Jim O'Neill. Still Jim O'Neill. Ballyduff lads queuing up for it. There was Mike Mallumpy, but he kicks it to the left and he kicks it wide. That's the third wide for Ballyduff, but they have 3 points and Ferrybank have yet to score. A nice crowd here in the stand in Garvan today for this one. As I was saying, Dennis Welch over the past few weeks has given some vital coaching lessons to the Ballyduff players. And I can see it has paid off. They have started very well here. A big improvement on their Western final first half performance as the ball comes out and Mike Mallumpy goes up but doesn't hold on to it. But John Toomey does. And John Toomey has the pace. Lays it back to Pat Mallumpy. The right half back is... He fouled the ball. To free for Ferrybank. Tom Feeney was the judge to have a hand on Shiner Ahern's back there. And a free to Ferrybank. Taken by Oisin Brennan, and now it's Shiner. Shiner gets a right-footed kick in towards the goal. I'd say it's going... No, it's not gone wide yet. Right across the goal. Still not gone wide. Kevin McNamara's in there. Kevin McNamara, an excellent goalkeeper, to Paddy Pendergast. Paddy fouled by Sharkey, gets it away to Jeff Feeney. Jeff Feeney towards Jim O'Neill. Can Jim O'Neill get it? Number 17, Cal Phelan. Out to Jeff Feeney. Pat Mallumpy, Jim O'Neill. A foul there right in front of us on Paddy Pendergast, but the referee lets the play go on. Paul Sharkey, the lout man for Ferrybank. Kicks it right in towards the goal. Number 12 in there for Ferrybank has it, he still has it, but it's Tom Feeney. Tom Feeney gets it away. It's a bad clearance that comes to the Sharkey, but Sharkey's finishing is terrible there. I know it's very early in the game, Gene, but going on the trend of the play so far, it would look that Ballyduff will win this one handy.
They seem to be well on top at the moment, John, but they're inclined to overplay it a bit in the back line at the moment. Giving away a few easy balls there now, but they're well on top at the moment.
They certainly are. Ferrybank in the first round of the Eastern Championship had a very easy win over Rollmore, but the ball is with Pat Mallumpy. Oh Jesus, a bad clearance comes right down here in front of us to the number 10, Nicky Heffernan. He gets inside Jeff Feeney, lays it into the midfielder Sharkey. This man is playing a lot of the ball. Sharkey, well blocked down in there. Gerfini to Paddy. Paddy plays it out to number 12, Tom Malumpi. Looks very much like his brother Mike. The ball comes to Brendan Hannon. That's definitely a foul there. The referee now, Mike Malumpi. This strong young man has played great stuff for Ballyduff all year in both football and hurling. Jim O'Neill. Still Jim O'Neill. Being fouled there by the right half back. Philip Griffin gets it to Toomey. He swings it with the left foot, but it goes to the right of the upright and wide, and that's the 5th wide for Ballyduff. Ballyduff 3 points. Ferrybank, no score. What is that? Roger Casey from Callaghan. An interesting fact about the referee, Tom Maher, is once upon a time himself and Gene Geary was sent off for a bit of a scrap by Jim Joe Landers as the ball comes to Paddy Prendergast. And the great-hearted Paddy is fouled. He takes a quick free. It's okay. Philip Griffin was too near him. Paddy is always fit, but then why wouldn't he? He's working for the P&T. They're not too busy in that job. John Toomey with the left foot right into the goal, but the goalie's in there. John Cummins. John Cummins, who was one of the heroes for Ferrybank in the Eastern final. Carroll Field gets it away down here between Gerfini. Gerfini. That didn't look a good decision. There you are. The ball comes right in here. Great play by Ken Geary, the young man from the paddocks. Comes away, kicks it right footed. Oh, geez, a bit too high for Brendan Hannon, but Brendan Hannon brilliantly gets it back. Malumpi's inside him. If he sees him, he does. Tomas Malumpi. He surely pulled to the ground. Yes, and a free in. And I'd say this one will be kicked by the full forward, Tony Scanlon. Tony played at full back in the league final earlier on in the year. And it was then switched up to full forward. And they have converted him successfully into a full forward. Oh, he kicks it. Yes, it just goes over the bar. I look from our angle here if it sailed wide, but over the bar, a point out.
Good score, but we thought it was wide. It looked wide from here. So Ballyduff with 5 points to the good now.
4, Gene.
4. Sorry about that, 4.
Ballyduff very unlucky in the hurling championship this year. When young McGrath of Mount Sion got the winning goal in the last minute, as down here as Tom Malumpi was adjudged to have touched it on the ground, and Sharkey sends it in between Ken Geary and the full forward Ricky Hayden. Surely a free out. He held on. Yes, a free out. Shane Ahern not much in this game so far, as the ball comes to Tom Feeney. Fouled there by Shane Ahern. We were just talking about him. Shane Ahern, footballer of the year in 1983, when he was only, I think, about 19 years at the time, as the ball comes to Brendan Hannon. Brendan had a very good Western final against Kilrossenty. Kicks it down towards the full forward, Tony Scanlon. Tony lays it back to Paddy Prendergast. Paddy rarely scores. This one is dropping in. Fisted back, it comes. Oh, Jesus Christ, there was a chance of a goal there, but it wasn't to be. Jim O'Neill. Oh, geez, he kicks it right straight to number 12. Shiner Ahern. Shiner has this one. To Sharkey. The lout man. A right foot kick down here between Donny Hannon and the right full forward. Donny Hannon got away with a little bit of a push there, but the referee has no advantage up here as the ball comes right across to Tom Feeney. Tom Feeney to Donny. Donny lays it off to Malumpi. Back to Donny Hannon. Look how far up the left full back is Donny Hannon, but the ball is blocked and comes back out to the centre field man Sharkey. To Leo Howard. Gone out over the line. There's a line ball to Ferrybank. Quick one taken to Ricky Hayden, the full forward. The fullback Mike Dreslan on the ground to Tom Feeney. Out to Michael Malumpy. Lumpy plays John Toomey. John Toomey does it very well. And away he goes. And this, the pitch which is starting to cut up a bit, and the ball is very slippery, making close control almost impossible, as Ken Geary was fouled there. Ken Geary a long ways out. Tom Malumpy. The full forward Tony Scanlon. I thought he was tripped. Philip Griffin for Ferrybank relieves the danger. Coming right down here in front of us. Ger Feeney. Back to Tom Feeney. To Ken Geary. Ken is playing well. The ball back to Ger Feeney. Brendan Hannon. They're overdoing the shot passing game, and he gets a free there. And Tony Scanlon will come out for this one. Ferrybank get the score, and there's 20 minutes gone in the county final here in Fraherfield. Ballyduff, 4 points. Ferrybank, no score. John Toomey is going to take it. It's dead straight in front of the goal. It's about 35, 40 metres out. He kicks a low one. He takes the return pass. He kicks it high and he kicks it over the bar. A great score there, Gene.
Very intelligent bit of football there, and a very good score again by John Toomey. But Ballyduff are trying to overplay it a wee bit at the moment. Back to you, John.
The Ferrybank forwards very disappointing, and Ballyduff defence well on top as the ball has gone out over the line. It's gone out over the line on the far side. A line ball to Ballyduff. Pat Malumpy. Something happened over there, I don't. John Toomey kicks it, a high dropping ball in towards the goal. The full forward has it. No, he lets it drop. He's coming out here. Can Tom Malumpy has it? He slips to the ground. Can he play it back to Paddy Prendergast? Plays it to Brendan Hannon. Brendan Hannon back to Mike Malumpy. Mike with the left foot. That's a great score for Mike Malumpy.
A very good score, Mike Malumpy. Well played, Brendan Hannon. Back to you, John.
As Gene said, well played, Brendan Hannon. A great finish there for Mike Malumpy. Ballyduff 6 points. Ferrybank no score. As I was saying, Ferrybank came through an Eastern campaign beating Rowan Moore in the first round by 3-15 to 3-9. Then they had only a 1 point victory over Mount Sion. And then they disposed of a very weak Butlerstown side. Before in the Western final, they defeated St. Mullerans by 2-10 to 1-9. Ballyduff Upper destroyed Faha in the first round and had an easy victory over Kilgoblet. And in a very good Western final, beat Kilrossenty by 2 points as the ball comes in here. The full forward, Ricky Hayden, fouled, and this could be Ferrybank's first score.
Watch it coming back, watch it, pull it!
That sums up Ferrybank. A bad way there, Gene.
Very bad way, John. Ballyduff are well on top at the moment.
It was evident from a very early stage that Ballyduff were the better footballers, the more committed team, and I would also say the fittest, by far the fitter team as well. And I know people will be hoping for a Ferrybank revival in the second half, but I think that it's going to take a miracle for them to get anywhere near Ballyduff in this match. There's 3 McCollop men on today's team. The goalkeeper Kevin McNamara, Ken Geary and Michael Destan. The ball comes down here in front of us. Mike Malumpy to his brother Thomas. Back to Paddy. Can that break on for Brendan Hannon? It can. You could see this one happening a long way out. Brendan Hannon kicks it. That's a great score from Brendan Hannon.
A very good score from Brendan Hannon. Great ball from Paddy though.
A great ball from Paddy, and I could see the way young Hannon was reading the situation perfectly. Got inside the Ferrybank defender, raced in and stuck it over the bar. That's a great score from Brendan Hannon. He got 2 great points as well in the Western final. Mike Dresslan at fullback was the man of the match in the Western final, not being tested as much today, as Ballyduff are well on top as the ball comes out. That's a great piece of fielding there by Mike Malumpy. Back to Tom Feeney. Kicks it right up again the left half forward there. He's surely been dragged and fouled there, he is. And a free out for Ballyduff. Ballyduff completely on top here now. Tom Feeney at centre back. Mike Malumpy is dominating the middle of the field, getting great support there from Paddy Pendergast. And up front, young Hannon and Thomas Malumpy is playing very well as well. Brendan Hannon, son of Jimmy Hannon, gets it back to Paddy. Paddy has it kick blocked down, gets it back again. The great-hearted Paddy plays it right across. Pat Malumpy. All 3 Malumpys playing very well, and here's another Malumpy. It's Mike Malumpy. It's Malumpys all over the place. Can he swing the left foot? No, lays it into the brother Tom, or to Pat. The full forward's got it, a goal! A goal! A great goal there, Gene.
A super goal from Tony Scanlon. Super goal.
That was a great goal there. A great bit of play. I was just saying that Malumpy's playing the ball over and back to one another. Eventually it was the wing back Pat who got it in, and there was Tony Scanlon, the big full forward with the fist into the back of the Ferrybank net, and the county final is all over. Tony Scanlon got a similar goal in the Western semi-final up in Cappoquin against Kilgobnet when he beat the full back to the punch. And that's one of the advantages of having a big man full forward. And especially on a day like this when the wet ball has been played in right to him, and if he can get the fist, the ball can go anywhere. It's Paul Sharkey. Kevin McNamara, a very safe goalkeeper. Made 3 brilliant saves in the Western final. Ken Geary does very well. Ballyduff playing Tom Feeney. It does Kevin Barry. The cornerback does well. Gets it away to Shiner. It's going between Shiner and Tom Feeney. Shiner plays it soccer style along the ground. It must be very close to the sideline on the far side. Still in play. Still Shiner gets it in towards the number 12. Number 12 has it as Paul Sutton. Still Paul Sutton gets inside young Malumpy. And Pat Malumpy fouled him there, and it's a free in. And this surely will be Ferrybank's first score after 28 minutes. 28 minutes gone. Ballyduff 1-7. 1-7. 1-7 to no score. That's a 10-point lead for Ballyduff. And once again, it goes to the left and wide. The full forward there, Ricky Hayden. Ballyduff now on top in all sectors of the field. It would be very hard to pick of a man of the match. They're all playing well as the ball comes out. Paddy Pendergast goes high, but it comes to Sharkey. Sharkey, probably Ferrybank's better player. And the centre back John Burns is going to kick this one. It's about 45 metres, 46 metres out from the Ballyduff goal.
Run, Jim, run!
He kicks it high. And he's gone over the bar. That's the first score of the game for Ferrybank. A point from a 45 metre free in the 29th minute by John Burns, the centre back. Carroll Phelan for Ferrybank. Shiner gets a hand to it. Shiner has it. Lays it back to Sharkey. Sharkey gets it into the right full forward. And now it's the, number 18 who has come on, is coming through with the left foot. Kevin McNamara saves the day for Ballyduff, gets it out to Ken Geary. Ken Geary to Pat Malumpy. The ball slips away from him. It's gone out over on the line on the far side. It's gone off one of the Ballyduff players, and it's a line ball to Ferrybank. Taking comes to the left half forward, Paul Sutton. Paul Sutton gets it in. Only as far as Ken Geary. And a foul there on one of the Ballyduff defenders. And a free out for Ballyduff. It's half time here. The full 30 minutes are up 1-7 to 1 point. In fact, yes, it's just half time. Well, Gene, at half time, it looks all over, doesn't it?
Ballyduff look well on top at the moment, John. I think since they started playing the long ball, it has really paid dividends for them. It was a great goal from Tony Scanlon, and Brendan Hannon and Kevin Barry are also playing very well in the corner. And I think if they play the long ball to those lads, they'll create havoc. Well on top at the moment.
Good man, Gene. The second half is about to start. I was just saying we hadn't time at the start to tell you about our guest here, Gene Geary, the Ballyduff people. Know this man well. He has served the club for so long and so well. Won Juno Hulling with the club in 71, intermediate football in 73 and 81, and senior Hulling in 82, and played many a great game for the club in Hulling in football, and in fact played senior football for the Jull Lines back in the late 60s when Ballyduff were out. The Ballyduff mentors down here in front of us are in a happy mood, and why not? They look to have this game, look to be well on top. Tomas Maher getting ready to throw in the ball for the second half. Ferrybank have Carroll Phelan in the middle of the field for this half. The ball comes down right here in front of us. John Toomey got a fist to it. It's gone out over the line, and it's a line ball to Ferrybank.
In the corner of the field.
Oh, it comes off John Toomey out over the line. As Gene was saying there just before half time, if Ballyduff could make more use of the full forward line, it could be even a Tom Feeney and Shiner Ahern are having a little bit of a scrap here in front of us. Yeah. Tom Maher is in. I think Shiner, he overreacted there. He'd want to be at some of the football games in the West, where Mickey Mouse things like that are taken and given in the proper sporting spirit. There was nothing in the world to get excited about there. I have to see what's at the ladies' football game. Yeah, good decision to have the ball. A good decision is right, Gene. The ball comes off the Ferrybank man here. Sharkey, in fairness to Sharkey, he's playing his heart out. He's up against it at midfield where Ballyduff are completely on top, but he's trying his heart out for Ferrybank. It's the right half back, Philip Griffin. Paddy Prendergast. That's a foul. There's a foul. Carol Phelan getting upset to Tomas Maher. Yeah. Ferrybank don't like this. The ball being brought forward 10 yards. We were just saying down in Kilrosny during the week that over the years I don't think we've played against a cleaner team than Ballyduff, and I can't understand why Ferrybank are complaining about. That's a free out. I don't know what was that free for.
I don't know what the free was for.
Shiner Ahern. He plays a high ball right across the field, but over there is Jeff Feeney. Jeff Feeney handles that wet ball very well and kicks a high one into us to me, but they misjudged the long ball as the ball comes to Kevin Barry. Back to Jim O'Neill. Jim O'Neill, the man with a good Western final, was fouled there, and it's a free in. Oh, jeez, don't let Paddy kick it anyway, lads. No, Tony Scanlon is covered out. Paddy, a great handle man, but not one of the most accurate men to kick a score.
Definitely not.
Paddy Prendergast, the man who has served Ballyduff for so long and so well, as we said earlier on. A great hurler, probably still about the best midfielder in the county in hurling. As Tony Scanlon kicks it high, I think it was Tom Malumpi that got the fist to it there. A very dangerous ball with the goalie was alert to it. The ball is down near the end line. Young Tom Malumpi still has it. Lays it into Jim O'Neill. Back to Tom Malumpi. Back out to Toomey. Overplay here from Ballyduff. Can Mike Malumpi get his fit? He got a hand to it, but out comes John Burns. And John Byrne gets it away for Ferrybank, right down here in front of us. Played along the ground there by the number 12 and Pat Malumpi. Tom Feeney stands his ground well. Still Tom Feeney. Tom Feeney lays it into Jim O'Neill. Jim O'Neill plays it right across. But no, it wasn't John Burns, it was somebody like John Burns, but the ball comes to Tom Feeney. That bit of a clatter he had with Shane Ahern seems to have woke him up. He's starting really to come into this game. And overplay again there. As Gene was saying, they do much better direct ball into the full forward line, and they could really punish this Ferrybank side. Full forward Ricky Hayden, back to Sharkey. Sharkey to the number 18 there who came on was Brendan O'Mara. I think he could be a son of Declan O'Mara, the man who is the chairman of the Waterford Deja Development Draw, and a brother of Jamie, of course, the Mount Sion forward. Ballyduff, very unlucky to see the hurling, led everywhere, except on the board at the finish when young McGrath from Mount Sion got a goal, and it was a sickening way to go out of the championship. My own club, Kilrosny, was likewise after playing the Noyer off the field. We lost a game that we should have won as well. But here's Jim O'Neill. This will be great consolation for Ballyduff today as John Toomey. I'm sure this will be a point anyway. Yes, the first score of the second half. Brent.
A very good score, and again the long ball. That's what they need to do. And the game is over if they keep that up.
John Toomey, the first score after 5 minutes of play in the second half. $1-8 to a point. Richie Welsh. Richie was the goalkeeper on the Ballyduff team last year. I think if memory serves me right, I think Brendan Cotter was the manager. This year Richie is the manager, and Michael Leamy and Pat Flynn I think are the two selectors with him. The ball is right here in front of us. The player is over the line, but the ball is not. Tom Feeney. The fullback Mike Duslan got a boot to it and went out over the line ball to Ferrybank. Mike Duslan, as I said, was the man of the match in the Western final. This is Carol Phelan. A foul there and a free to Ferrybank. Shiner Ahern to take it. Ferrybank came here with high hopes. But I was saying the standard of football in the East definitely not as good as it is in the West. And the conditions have nothing to do with this, but because Ballyduff are twice the team on a dry pitch. Shiner kicks it. That's a great kick there. That's a great kick, Gene.
A very good score from Shane Ahern. They have a lot to do. Ferrybank if they're to get into this game.
They sure have. It's 1-8 to 2 points. 7 minutes into the second half. Shane Ahern there, a great free over the bar.
Waterford scored now Clare Castle 112, Ballyduff 11 points.
We've just got a terrible announcement here. Clare Castle have beaten Ballygunner by 112 to 11 points up in Thurles in the Munster Club hurling semi-final. Gerfini racing after the ball, gets a boot to the land ground with his Brendan O'Mara, the Ferrybank sub, who has it over on the far side there, being shadowed by Donny Hannon, gets the ball in. Out comes Mike Drislan, but it's only got to go as far as John Burns, the Ferrybank centre back, sends it back in. Brendan O'Mara playing it soccer style, but John Burns, foul. John Burns plays it to Paul Sharkey. Paul Sharkey back to Callum Phelan. Callum Phelan sends it in. Well held in there by the number 8, Oisin Brennan. That looks like a penalty, is it? No, it's a free in, 13 metre free. 13 metre free to Ferrybank.
Oh, it is a penalty.
I was thinking, yes. It looked a bit close, yeah, I was thinking it is a penalty. I thought Shane Ahern would be taking this one. Actually, it's the centre back, John Burns, who's going to take it. Centre back, John Burns to take it. Oh, a great save by Kevin McNamara. And he follows it up and kicks it out as Shane Ahern has it. And Donny Hannon, a great save for McNamara, but I'm not a bit surprised. That guy's a brilliant keeper. The ball comes to Paul Sharkey to keep the pressure on Ballyduff. Great work there from Jim O'Neill. The ball comes to Callum Phelan. Callum Phelan, a hospital pass to Sharkey, loses it. Fights back and gets it. Is foul there by Paddy Pendergast. And it's a free, John Burns to take it. Burns took the penalty hard to the keeper's left, but Kevin McNamara was equal to it, and a great save from the Ballyduff keeper. But like I said, I'm not surprised. He had a 5-star, a 10-star performance in the Western final with 3 brilliant saves in that game. And top-class keeper. The kick from Burns is going in towards the goal, and it beats everybody out over the end line and wide. And so the score remains 1 goal and 8 for Ballyduff, 2 points for Ferrybank, and we're 10 minutes into the second half. Over the last 2 or 3 minutes there, Ferrybank are putting in a determined challenge to try and do something about the scoreline. Maybe Ballyduff are relaxing, feeling that they have it won. Callum Phelan has definitely made a bit of a difference since he has come to midfield in the second half, and the ball has gone out over on the line on the far side. A line ball to Ferrybank, taken by Philip Griffin, comes to the centre back John Burns. Gary Owen dropping it in towards the full forward. Paddy Pender. He was surely fouled there, yes, of course. Yeah. A free from where the ball lands. Mike Malumpi kicks it straight to the left half back, Leo Howard. John Burns. John Burns has been Ferrybank's playing very well there, the number 6 for Ferrybank. The ball comes to Shiner. Still Shiner, being fouled there by Gerfini over on the far side. Plays a low ball in, but Mike Drislan, a very fast fullback, beat the full forward there and got it away, but it comes to Callum Phelan. John Burns at centre back, Callum Phelan and Paul Sharkey are 3 lads that are definitely trying their heart out for Ferrybank. I see that Richie Welch is getting ready to bring on Alan Martin here down in front of us. Alan, number 17. And he'll be going into... He's going into corner forward as Kevin Barry is coming off. Yes, young Kevin, who has played well and had a good first half. Kevin Barry is coming off. In fairness to Kevin Barry, there hasn't been an awful lot of ball went into his corner in the second half. And this is Tom Malumpi. This is Brendan Hannon, if he can get it. It is. Jim O'Neill. They're lining up, they're queuing up. Brendan Hannon kicks a great score for Ballyduff.
That's a very good score from Brendan Hannon, who's having a great game, corner forward.
12 minutes into the second half, Brendan Hannon. One 9 to 2 points. They're looking for a ball down there. Sid Alan Martin is a lad that has played for Ballyduff throughout the season in the league and in the championship. Alan is a good player, probably one of the unlucky ones maybe to lose out on the starting 15, but young Barry had played well there in the first half, and like I said, in the first 10 minutes of the second half, not an awful lot of ball went in there. A foul there on Mike Malumpy in the middle of the field, and it's a free to Ballyduff. Oh no, sorry, it's the other way around. It must have been he who committed the foul. It's a free, John Burns. Over the 42 or 3 minutes that's been played so far, Ferrybank's best player, and here's another one who's played very well. Carol Phelan has played well since he's come to midfield. Kicks it right for the ball into us. The corner forward in there, number 15. And for one of the very few occasions today, he beats Ken Geary to the ball. He slips to the ground. He still has it, lays it back to the number 12, Paul Sutton. Paul Sutton kicks it right up again, Pat Malumpy. And Pat Malumpy gets a boot to it, and it goes out over the line. About 5 yards in from the end line, and a line ball to Ballyduff, or to Ferrybank. Taken comes to Brendan O'Mara. He can't control it. Tomas Maher said Paddy Pendergast had his hand on his back. And it's a free to Ferrybank. 2 points is a very paltry score for a side in the county final, but that's Ferrybank's total after almost 15 minutes. We're nearly halfway through the second half. Shiner Ahern to take this free. Like I said, a man with loads of football experience. He's better known as a hurler, but he was also quite a good footballer, and on 14 minutes Shiner makes it 1-9 to 3 points. Shiner won a junior football championship with Mount Sion in 1992 when they beat Medilligo. As I said, he was on the senior team with Ferrybank here in 1983 when Killarney beat them in the senior football final. And he got the Man of the Match award that day. Oh no, he got the Footballer of the Year award in that year as well. He's the only man in the county to win Footballer and Hurler of the Year award, as Oisin Brennan is going through for Ferrybank. Kicks it right up again, Paddy Pendergast. Jeff Feeney gets it along the ground. Jim O'Neill is racing over after it. Can he get to it? He can. He's been shadowed by Burns. He gets it up along the far side. Number 7, Leo Howard for Ferrybank. To Carol Phelan. He lets it drop. Jim O'Neill working hard there for Ballyduff, gets the ball. Still Jim O'Neill plays a high ball ahead to Mike Malumpy. Can he get it inside to Young Hannon? Young Hannon has it. This is a very fast kid, this guy, if he can get through. Still Hannon, he's foul, and it's a free in. Brendan Hannon has played very well. I'm sure Johnny and Jimmy will be very proud of him, Gene.
Very happy for him. Very good footballer, equally good hurler.
He is, of course. I've seen him playing hurling many a time. He's a very effective left full forward in the hurling as well. Tony Scanlon with the free on 15 minutes. And over the bar, no bother. 1-10 to 3 points. But that score was due to the very effective play of Hannon. It's Paddy Pendergast to Alan Martin. This is Alan's first touch with the left foot. But he sends it out to the right and wide. 1-10 to 3 points. I see a lot of Kilrossenty supporters down here in front of us. And they're all cheering for Ballyduff for 2 reasons. They have had a lot of respect for Ballyduff over the last couple of years playing in the junior And of course, one of the other reasons would be they'd like to see Ballyduff playing in intermediate football next year. We might have a chance of winning this one ourselves next year. As the ball comes in now to John Toomey. It's a goal. It's wide. I was thinking that the umpire, Feeney Mernon, was waving wide. Was it Jim O'Neill, I think, got the fist to it. It seemed to be... It was a close one. "16 minutes gone in the second half." It's Carol Phelan. This is Ger Feeney, and young Malumpi is loose over. He loses his footing. He recovers, gets the ball into Alan Martin. Alan Martin gets a lovely ball in. Oh no, John Burns is there. John Burns done very well. There's John Heffernan to Carol Phelan. Still Carol Phelan. He's at the foul in the ball now. Definitely. I was just wondering how long more he could hold on. Oh, that's a free to Ballyduff. And Mike Malumpi, I'd say, is going to kick this one. Mike, a young man who has played well all year for Ballyduff and is having a great game in today's final, gets it into the brother Tom. Tom has had a great game. Plays it on the ground. The referee says you can't do that. I thought you can do that, Gene.
I'm not too sure, John, to be quite honest.
The ball was moving on the ground. I thought the players on the ground you're allowed to, but anyway, Ballyduff won't complain too much about that because they're well on top, and it's John Burns, the great heart of John Burns, who's played very well for Ferrybank, to Shiner into Sharkey, a man who has been out of the game in the second half. And now this is Paul Sharkey. Paul Sharkey shakes off a defender. In fact, shakes off Mike Malumpi and kicks it over the bar. No, he doesn't kick it over the bar. It's a 45. It looked a pint from here. There's 19 minutes gone in the second half.
10 minutes left. 10 minutes.
Johnny Jackson telling some Ballyduff supporters down here in front of us that there's 10 minutes left. That's a free out. A free out for Ballyduff. The very popular Massey Casey is the trainer of the Ballyduff team. John Toomey. John Toomey, that's a lovely left-footed ball. Over on the far side, this is Mike Malumpi, gets it into to Jim O'Neill. Alan. Gerfini was fouled down, and it's a free to Ballyduff. John Toomey, is he going to try one with the left foot from there? He's not, he lays it. Can young Brendan, he's gone inside the defender, he's heading in. He punches it over, no he doesn't, it just goes wide. He took the right option though because he had no room to shoot. But he just went that little, just went about a yard too far. Paul Sutton, the left half back, picked that clean off the ground. And the referee gives a free out to Ferrybank. Fouling Carol Phelan, John Burns to Carol Phelan. This game now is drawing to its inevitable conclusion. A very easy win for the men from the West, and it's Brendan O'Mara for Ballyduff. For Ferrybank, but a good tackle there from Mike Malumpi. The ball coming down here towards Alan Martin. He has acres of space. Can he play it into Tony Scanlon? He was fouled, takes the quick free. Oh, jeez. I can't understand, referees have different interpretations of this fast free. Number 16, Brendan Cotter, is coming on. Brendan, who, as I said, started in the Western final, is coming on, and looks like Jim O'Neill. Jim O'Neill, who had a great Western final and had played his part today. Doing a lot of hard work, Jim, coming off here in front of us. Brendan Cotters is going into corner forward, and Alan Martin is coming out into the half forward line. A great day for the Ballyduff club, one of the most famous clubs in the county.
Pat Flynn is smiling.
Pat Flynn is a very happy man here. There's a hold up and play on the far side, a bit of an injury to one of the Ferrybank players. Ballyduff Upper, of course, runners up in the senior hurling county finals of 1905 and 1912, 1977 and 1979 before they won their first in 1982 and won their second in 87, and throughout the 70s and the 80s, and it's continuing in the 90s with the young men. You're always assured of a great battle from Ballyduff. Men who have a great pride in their parish, and in those red jerseys as John Toomey sends it in towards Brendan Hannon. The ball comes back to Toomey, lays it out to Malumpi, back to John Toomey with the left foot. John swings it over the bar. The ref, a great score there from John Toomey.
Very good score from John Toomey, and some lovely football there from John Toomey. I think it's Mike Malumpi and Brendan Hannon, all involved in that score.
Carol Phelan, this man, he wasn't on the original 15, but he has played very well indeed for Ferrybank. Brendan O'Mara. Brendan was fouled there by the left full back, Donny Hannon. Donny, of course, a member of one of Ballyduff's most famous families, the Hannons, who have given great service to the Ballyduff club over the years. And this is Brendan O'Mara to Sharkey, the man who got Ferrybank's last score. He tries a pile driver. Oh, and it comes off the post and wide there. 111 to 3 points. This is one of the best performances I've seen from a club in the county junior final in many a long day. Usually junior finals are close, hard-fought affairs, but Ballyduff have won this in some style. They've played great football, and that's a great... Tom Feeney won a great ball there from Shiner Hernan, gets it away over on the far side. Ger Feeney lays it into young Malumpi. Can he get to it? He can. Plays it on the ground, but it's the right full-back. Brian Ryan gets it away for Ferrybank. Only comes as far as Paddy Pendergast. Hops it, then lays it back to Mike Malumpi. To Ger Feeney. Ger Feeney into Brendan Hannon. Brendan is fouled over there by the Padraig Fell. And it's a free to which he takes a quick one. To the full forward, Tony Scanlon. Tony tries a high one, dropping it in. This is a dangerous ball now. He's coming out towards Paddy Pendergast. Paddy Pendergast has the legs on Shiner, or has he? They have a great tussle down there between them. It comes to Brendan Cotter. Brendan is fouled there, and a free to Ferrybank. A quick one taken to Alan Martin. Lining it up. He's going to go wide, I would say, yes. Beats everybody out over the line and wide. And the score remains Ballyduff 111, Ferrybank 3 points. And we have about 5 minutes left in the county final. Paddy Pendler to Brendan Hannon. Brendan Hannon is really playing ducks and drakes with them, with the defenders, but I don't. They haven't played him enough. In the second half, if they could play more direct ball, get a long ball into him, he would. He has the legs and he has the football on that full back line in there. And he's won another great free, and John Toomey with the left foot, I'm sure, will kick it over the bar. No, that's a 50. The full back there, John Heffernan, got a fist to it and went out over the end line for a 50. Tony Scanlon to take it. This man is quite capable of kicking this one all the way over the bar. Scored a great point in the Western final from a free from around this distance, and it was at a more awkward angle. Kicks it high. It looks good. The goalie gets to it. It comes right out here in front of us to Paul Sharkey. Tom Feeney, judged to have been fouled in Carroll Field, and a free to Ferrybank. Another sub coming on here for Ballyduff.
Sorry, James Scanlon.
James Scanlon. Carroll Field plays it into us, the full forward. Ball has gone out. It looks like a ball. It looks like a Ballyduff ball. James Scanlon replaces Tony Scanlon. Are they brothers? They're brothers. Tony Scanlon, who had a good game. And the ball is fisted wide over there. And there's about 3 minutes. 3 minutes left in the county final. Ferrybank are bringing on a sub on the far side. Gene, there's one way a guy won't complain if you take him off if you put on his brother instead.
Definitely not. Definitely not. And a brother
Pat Flynn's experience is telling you there.
and a brother-in-law selector, I suppose.
You can't go wrong. There'll be no arguments
well done,
about it.
Richie.
Yeah. Shiner Iron. Killing it to Sharkey. To Carroll Field and nods it on. Tom Feeney for Ballyduff. To Jeff Feeney. Thomas Malumpi. I just heard somebody say there that Ballyduff the last time they won was 53. That was right when they beat Dunhill. They also won the Juno Hurling in 53, one of the very few sides to win the double in the same year. Hurling in football, the ball is played in there, but his first touch left him down to number 15 for Ferrybank, Alan Martin. He's been shadowed and well blocked there. Good play there by Ken Geary. Ken has had a very good sound game at cornerback. And John Toomey coming away for Ballyduff. Paddy Pendergast. So it was Jeff Feeney. Jeff Feeney is a man that has played a great game today. Jeff Feeney back to Paddy Pendergast. Number 17, Alan Martin. Brendan Carter is free. He sees him. He plays in the crowd. John Heffernan does well there. John Heffernan done well. This is Philip Griffin for Ferrybank. A terrible ball. Back to Jeff Feeney. This man has played an awful lot of ball today. To Brendan Hannon. A great ball into to James Scanlon, who's just come on for his brother Tony. James cutting in. Still James. Can he cost? Back to number 12, Thomas Malumpi. There's a chance of a goal went there. The ball is going to go over the line here. It's going to be a line ball. It is a line ball to Ballyduff. Line ball to Ballyduff. There's I make a time almost up. Time is up. A great victory for Ballyduff. Number 7, Phil Sutton to Shiner. Shiner was fouled. I think there's about a minute left, Gene, is it?
About a minute, John. Now we're home and dry.
Home and hose. The 4th Junior Championship is going to Ballyduff. They've also won 2 intermediates, and of course back in 1924 when Dr. John Kiley from Stradbally was playing at centre forward, they won the Senior Championship that year. So Ballyduff might be better known as a hurling club, but over the years they have done their share of winning titles in football as well. In fact, the last time they appeared was in the junior football final of 64. The referee blows the whistle, it's all over, and Ballyduff are the Waterford Junior Football Champions 1997. And in a few moments now, Mike Malumpi will be coming down here for the cup. Gene, it was a great win.
Great win, John. Great excitement here in the Ballyduff camp. And there's one man I'm really glad for, and that's Pat Flynn. He's been involved in football all his life in Ballyduff, and I'm really glad for him.
Good man. Thank you, Gene. Like he said about Pat Flynn, there's a lot of Ballyduff has been a club that has served the association so well over the years. And another man I'm happy for there is Richie, because I know Richie has put a lot of effort into this Ballyduff team during the year. They knew they had a chance from the outset, and once the interest was gone out of the hurling, they threw in a big effort into the football, and they had some great victories in the West, and they really capped it today. And the one that mattered in the county final, where Ferrybank were no match for them, and they won easily. And I'm sure that Ballyduff will do themselves justice and do the West proud in intermediate football in '98, and the very best of luck to them in that. And I'm sure for the next few nights, or maybe for the next week, there'll be celebrations up in the 4 pubs in Ballyduff. Myself and Gene used to drink up there years ago on our way to the Red Barn when we used to have Anglies. That's just years ago. Right. Right.
I'd like to thank Dave's football team for an entertaining game of football played in some sports section. It was indeed a credit to both teams on such atrocious conditions. Thankfully, the rain held off, but I know the pitch is very, very heavy. I would like, first of all, to compliment referee, umpires and linesmen, thank them for a job well done today. Also, the Fire Police Committee, I think been in such excellent conditions. Also, I would like to thank everybody associated with the board during the year. This is the final adult county final of 1997. There's still a few 21 footballs to play. This is the final adult county final. I'd like to thank everybody associated with our games during 1997, and everybody for playing our game with such excellent sportsmanship during the year. It is indeed a pity that our county final should be played so late in the year, and I hope there's a lesson to be learned for everybody that 1998 all our final will be finished at least a month earlier. Commiserations to Ferrybank. I know that they come into this final and that they are more or less prepared for football, for hurling during the year, and they won the hurling intermediate final only less than a month ago. So I know that they had the preparation they'd like, but on the day, I suppose, they played as the best that they could, and they gave good display, and I know that Ferrybank will be back. So I'd like to congratulate Ferrybank and their mentors on a good performance. Final glory or adult scene in 1997 belongs to Ballyduff. I know they're associated more with the hurling club, but they've been keeping football alive in the Far West for many years, and I know that there will be a great addition to the intermediate ranks in 1997, and I hope that they concentrate on football again in 1997 and maybe go on and go right through to the senior grade. So there's an objective there for Ballyduff for 1997. To their mentors and everybody associated with the club, I congratulate them. They're an excellent, well-organised club with their own excellent grounds. So congratulations to Ballyduff. And now it gives me great pleasure to present the intermediate trophy of the junior trophy for 1997 to their captain, Michael Miller.
There's an awful lot of people to thank for the hard work that went into this, especially the 3 selectors, Pat Flynn, Richie Welsh, Mike Levy. two trailers, Massey Casey and Dennis Welch. There's two other men I'd like to thank in the village. They put in a huge effort throughout the year, an organisation and everything. They're the backbone of the club. Davy Barry and Johnny Jackson. And I'd like to wish Davy Barry a happy birthday. I'd also like to thank our supporters who again turned out in big numbers, and thanks very much. Tommy, Ferrybank, thanks for a fair sporting game. 3 cheers to Ferrybank. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. Somebody hold me up here. Right, hold up the car. No, steady, leave it. Oh, yeah. Come on, Jeffy, on there. Hi, let me know. Get him out. Hold up. Stop. Take a step. I was not insulted.
Yeah.
Jamie, look up. Look up. Look at the camera. Morris.
Oh, wait.
Smile at me. Adrian. Good man, Morris.
No.